Good morning, everybody. I think it's Friday when I'm posting this video, so I hope you have an awesome Friday. If it's any other day of the week when you're watching this, I still hope your day is awesome. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I have a lot on my mind right now, and I figured I really have to turn on the camera and I really have to just get all of this out before I forget all of the points that I wanted to make. So as a lot of you know, if you have been following my YouTube channel as of recently, I have started a new journey with selling on the Whatnot platform. So I do own a brick and mortar store. It is a bin store, and we have a lot of liquidation, a lot of those kind of things at a flat price, but the bin store cannot really sustain itself. That's a whole topic all on its own. So I'm really having to increase other streams of revenue to offload the merchandise I get in trucks. So I have been doing eBay for a really, really long time. If you've seen other content on my YouTube channel, you know that I've been an eBay seller for 18 plus years at this point. We have recently started up Facebook auctions where we utilize our local following to run auctions on Facebook, and that was going really, really well. Well, I knew that Whatnot was a brand new platform that people were starting to gravitate towards, not only sell on, but also buy on. And with the success of the Facebook auctions that the store had been running, I decided to dip my toes into the Whatnot pool and see how live auctions would do as a e-commerce platform. This is the second week that we have been on the Whatnot platform. The first week I only went live twice because it was kind of a learning curve. I wanted to kind of learn by doing, and so we just did 2 shows to do that, and I felt like it did pretty well. So yesterday, which was Monday, I know I'm filming this, then I'm going to post it a little bit later. Got to film ahead. I got to get everything done. So yesterday was Monday, and we did an electronics show. So we don't, and when I say electronics, I'm not just talking about like cell phones and laptops. You know, come to find out, electronics stems so many more items than I realized. And I'm like, man, we could do an electronics show and we could really kill it. So we had all kinds of items. You know, we had a tablet, we had a GoPro, we had some AirPods, we didn't have any cell phones, but we had like those big ticket items. But then we also had everyday electronics items like USB-C adapters and little things like, you know, mini size milk frothers and basically anything that you plug in and you'd use in your everyday life. And that sale went really, really well. And I'll talk to you more about that in just a minute, because I'm going to show you, you know, what my sales were yesterday. And that's really what drove the topic that I wanted to talk about today. And that is, other platforms are going to have to start stepping up their game to keep up with Whatnot, if you ask my honest opinion. Well, I am about ready to do shipping for all of the Whatnot packages because I have another Whatnot show scheduled for 12:30 today, so I got to get all these packages out pretty quick. But I wanted to take just a second to talk to you guys about this because the amount of items that sold on Whatnot versus what sold on eBay yesterday is absolutely unreal. And I feel like it's a discussion that needs to be had for anybody that's entertaining the idea of selling on the Whatnot e-commerce platform. So before I ship everything, let me show you how many items sold on each platform for me yesterday and what I have going out shipping wise in the mail today. This is what sold on eBay. So this Razer brand earbud set sold on best offer for $20 after being listed for roughly 3 weeks. This Sparthos back brace, it sold for $18.88 plus shipping. Everything I do on eBay is plus shipping, so $20 offer plus shipping. Sold for full price $18.88 plus shipping. This was listed for approximately 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks. And then this Fujifilm Instax square camera kit. So it's got like a case, it's got the camera itself, it's got some film. So this sold for $270-ish for the entire kit. So $270, we'll call it, you know, $310 worth of sales on eBay, but all of these items were listed for up to 2 months. 2 months to get, $310 worth of sales to ship out today. And these four carts right here is everything that sold on Whatnot within 5 hours yesterday. So all these carts are full. I have them sitting right here so that I can do shipping. So there's one cart. It was our electronics show. So the electronics show was a little bit higher average sale price. Our average sale price on the electronics show was between $15 and $16 per item. But see, this is the third cart. And this is the fourth cart. So we have 4 cartfuls of merchandise that sold on Whatnot in 5 hours. And most of this stuff we pulled the day of. So we were going through pallets, we pulled stuff, we put them on Whatnot, and now they're ready to ship. And during that 5-hour Whatnot show, we sold $2,041. That says total earned because that is the shipping amount for some giveaways that I did. But yeah, we did $2,000 in 5 hours, as opposed to $300 in sales of items that had to take up to a month in order to even sell. I have some strong opinions. So now we have to look at average sale price, right? We have to look at ASP for each platform. As I mentioned, on Whatnot, we sold roughly 130 items in 5 hours for $2,041. So that's an average sale price of $15 to $16. Now that is plus shipping, because a really, really nice thing about the Whatnot platform is the buyer pays 100% of the shipping cost based on the weight of their package. So when I say $15 to $16 in average sale price, that is plus shipping. That is just the price of the item that they paid. Now eBay, it's a little bit, more the seller's decision. You can opt to do free shipping, which I am absolutely against. If you've seen my videos about that, I will never do free shipping again. I could go off on a whole tangent about why I think free shipping is a bad idea for small sellers. It might work for Walmart or Amazon or Target, all of the really big companies that can afford free shipping. But if we're talking about lowly third-party sellers like us, we can't really afford to do free shipping unless we have this huge margin of markup, which I know a lot of us really don't. If you can and you can afford to do free shipping, good for you. But I am emphatically anti-free shipping now. So the average sales price that I had for Whatnot was between $15 and $16. My average sale price turned out to be about $100 per item when we're talking about eBay. However, that was only because I had one package that was $270 and then I had 2 that were in the $20 price range. I wouldn't say that a $100 ASP on eBay is typical for me. As a matter of fact, my average sale price on eBay, I think, is around $50 per item. I've got my computer right here. Let's just go see. Let's talk real numbers. This is the last 30 days from the date I'm filming this. So I've sold 196 items, which I sold almost just as many in 5 hours as I did on eBay over 31 days. But see, the average sale price is $61.49. So the average sale price on Whatnot was $15 to $16. Average sale price is $61.49 on eBay. But question that I have to ask myself is the time that it takes these items to sell on eBay worth the higher average sale price? So if you followed my YouTube channel for a long time, at selling out of my basement and all of that prior to opening a physical storefront, my average sale price was between $15 and $17. We sold a lot of health and beauty. We pushed a lot of packages. Our average sale price was the same as my average sale price on Whatnot now, but the difference is Whatnot moves so many more products. So you have to consider things like where you're storing the items, how long it takes you to list them, how long you're staring at items on shelves waiting for them to sell. The 3 items that I had ship on eBay this morning were not sitting around very long. I think the longest one was the back brace, and was sitting on the shelf for maybe 6 to 8 weeks. I only know that because Brooklyn listed it, and I had hired Brooklyn so long ago, and that was one of the first items that she listed for me. So mentally, I just know how long that item's been there. The other items, you know, it's been roughly 3 to 4 weeks. So they didn't really have to sit that long. However, that being said, being an eBay seller for so long, I know how long items can sit. You know, I sold an item that, or I shipped an item that sold on eBay over the weekend that's been listed for almost 2 years. Almost 2 years it was sitting in my basement. It wasn't here at the store. It was at my house, sitting on a shelf for almost 2 years, and it finally sold. I think the sale price was something like $40, but you have to sit and think to yourself, is $40 worth it sitting on a shelf for 2 stinking years? Now, it could also be argued, well, if it sat on a shelf for 2 years, that's your fault. You should have done something to push it out, sell it, drop the price, run a sale, run a promotion, send more offers out. And while I can agree to that to a certain extent, some items are just going to sit on eBay. Maybe they're a little too niched. Maybe it's waiting for that one particular buyer that wants to come along and buy it. I know that a lot of vintage sellers or a lot of scavengers that find those really obscure items, you're used to items sitting around waiting. But in the liquidation world, which is the world that I am in, these are common everyday items. They're not really super niched. There are some items that are niched, you know, where maybe it's waiting for a potential buyer that's really looking for that one awesome item. But as a general rule, liquidation is typically everyday items that shouldn't really sit around for more than 6 months. But then that being said, 6 months is just too dang long if you ask me, because I am not in the storage business. I am in the liquidation, turn and burn, flip it, get it out of here, because I got truckloads to buy. I don't have the space to store a bunch of stuff. All this stuff, this is 2 weeks worth of inventory for me. I want to get stuff out. That is why I have a bin store. That is why I have a lot of tables where I line things up, because I turn and burn, baby. I put it out, I sell it, I get the money back, I take a little bit of profit, I buy a new truck, and I move on with my life. I do not have the room to store stuff on shelves. And that's why when it comes to whatnot, I think I'm in love. Oh, it definitely does matter what items you're putting on whatnot. So I will take you back over to my computer and show you some real life numbers, but it really does matter what you put on whatnot, because we did our best sales day ever, which coincidentally was our 3rd show. We've only done 3 shows. The 4th show is today. The 5th show is going to be tomorrow. I think we're going to cap it at 3, maybe 4 shows a week now. But let me show you some real numbers, because the numbers matter. Okay, so this is my hub. This was the $2,041 that we did in yesterday's show. This was the first show. This was the first show that we did. So we were live for 4.5, maybe 5 hours, I think. And all we did was $678. Now I say all, but you know, I was hoping for 1,000. We sold, 100 items. So I was thinking that we were going to make more than that, but we didn't. It might've been the items that we picked. So there was, a lot of items that sold for $3 or $4. They didn't really, go anywhere. But so yeah. So 106 items sold, 100 delivered. So that's my total earned thus far. Then the second show that we did, which was coincidentally my favorite kind of show. It's the kind of show that we're going to do today. And I'm probably going to do an entire video talking about it. But it was our mystery box show. So we did $397 with only 3 mystery boxes. 3 mystery boxes, $397. I absolutely loved doing that show. I loved doing that mystery box show so much. I'm probably going to make an entire video dedicated about it. Hopefully it comes out next week on my YouTube channel. But I really loved it because, like the electronic show, yeah, we made over $2,000, but it was a lot of prep and a lot of work. We were live for about 5 hours and we went through 130 items. And it was a lot of prep work. You know, we had to gather specific electronics. You know, we couldn't just show a shirt or, I don't know, any random thing. We had to have stuff that was electronics because we advertised it as an everyday electronics only show. So there was a lot of prep involved, right? But that mystery box show, I'm just going to give a little teaser as to what I'm going to talk about. This mystery box show was zero prep. Zero. We didn't prep anything. All we did was start opening up mystery boxes and selling what was inside. Very little prep. I think we took maybe 20 minutes to get the show set up. We ran the show for like 2 hours. We went through 3 boxes. It was really engaging. The audience really loved it. And our average sale price went up. It was, let's see, how many items? 60. I'm going to do some quick math because I was not prepared. See, I'm just speaking off the top of my head. 7 divided by 58 items. Okay, so not that great. I just checked. I thought it was better than that, but we sold 58 items for $397, which was an average sale price of between $6 and $7. $6.84 was the average sale price. But the beautiful part of that mystery box show is, yeah, my average sale price was basically cut in half from the electronic show, but the prep work was minimal. It was minimal. And oh my gosh, we gained so many followers during that mystery box show. That's something else I'm going to talk about. I have so many thoughts and opinions about Whatnot. I could think of like 10 videos that I could do tomorrow talking about it after only doing 3 shows. Because I know that a misconception out there is you cannot be successful on Whatnot if you don't have a lot of followers. If you don't already have a following on social media, there's no way you're going to be successful on Whatnot because you have to have followers to buy. I strongly disagree with that. Little bit of nugget that I will put in a completely separate video is the most followers that I gain during a show. The followers are not coming to me before a show. They're coming during a show, which means that it is organic followers that are finding me on the platform when I'm live selling. It has nothing to do with YouTube. It has nothing to do with Instagram. It has nothing to do with any other social media platform that I have. It is literally organic followers finding me while I'm live. And then there's different tools that you have in order to really push people to follow your page. You know, yesterday when we were live on the electronic show, during the 5 hours we were live, we gained over 300 followers. 300 followers. And I know for sure that had nothing to do with my social media. It was all organic followers on the Whatnot platform just from being live and running things like giveaways and being in a category that people were interested to come see a show about. And you have to be energetic. I've seen some Whatnot shows where people are really it's not bad to be laid back on Whatnot, but when there's just nothing going on, like when you come into a Whatnot show and this is what you see. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. Welcome to my Whatnot show. Give me 5 minutes to find something that I'm going to sell. It's been like 3 minutes. Are you still there? Like that, there's been so many Whatnot shows that I've stumbled upon where I'm literally looking at a wall. I'm looking at a wall. I hear nobody talking. All I hear are like boxes rustling around because someone's looking for something to sell. And I'm just like, man, I don't know how these people are going to make it, because you have to talk to people. You have to give people a reason to not swipe away. And so I do think that there's things that you can do to gain followers organically on the Whatnot platform with not having a social media following at all. But that's probably going to be its own video, because I could go off on a tangent about that just from what I have seen, what I have firsthand witnessed on the Whatnot platform. So anyway, those are a few of my thoughts in my noggin. Coming straight off of my 3rd Whatnot show. We're doing our 4th Whatnot show today here in a couple hours, so I do need to get shipping started. That is something else I know that people are going to ask. I have 4 cartfuls of stuff from Whatnot to ship. How long is that going to take me? I'll probably update that right here with future Lindey. Okay, so start to finish, it took 2.5 hours to get 69 packages out, but we probably could have got done in an hour and a half. That extra hour was spent because there was a mess up. We actually had a couple of items get switched because they were very similar. And my husband is very new to shipping, so he's not used to like fine tuning some details. So we actually had 2 items accidentally get swapped. So we had to go back through a bunch of packages and find it. And then we had an item that was in a wrong, like it was just, ooh, we've got to figure out our system. But had we not had that mix up that we needed to try to figure out, my hair is all over the place. That's what shipping does. It makes my hair go wild. If not for that mix up, it probably would have taken us about an hour and a half. But overall, ended up taking 2.5 hours. And now I'm live on Whatnot in 5 minutes, so I got to go buy. We are doing another mystery box show today. I think we're going to start doing that every Tuesday. Tuesday just feels like a good day to do a show where there's not a lot of prep. But that means that I need to get off of here. I got a lot of stuff to do to, you know, get everything done so that I can do that show seamlessly and smoothly. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of content coming this way about Whatnot because I have some very, very strong opinions. And my channel is all about, you know, helping other people like me grow their e-commerce platform, make more money, give tips. And the best way that I can do that is just to, I guess, educate while I myself am learning. So there's probably going to be a lot of that kind of content coming because if I do well, I'm going to tell you. If I screw up somewhere, I'm going to tell you. So I will put a lot of useful information down in the video description below. If you've never been on Whatnot before, I do have an invite link that they actually were kind enough to give my viewers a little bit more. So like the standard invite link is just $10. If you sign up using my Whatnot link, you get $10 to spend to kind of learn the platform, make a purchase, engage with other shoppers and other sellers on the platform. But Whatnot was kind enough to increase mine to $15. Thank you so much. So if you use my invite link, you have $15 to spend on the platform. There is also a seller referral link that I have if you are considering being a seller. I will put the seller referral link also down in the video description below. I will put my profile down there if you want to go follow me and bookmark any shows that I have upcoming so you can, you know, you don't have to buy anything. Just come participate in the show, hang out, chat with me. The last show we did, people asked some reselling questions and that was kind of fun. So while I'm selling things, you know, I'm answering other questions. So just if you want to come, I will put all that information down below so that you can bookmark shows, come join in the fun. If you liked this kind of video and you appreciate my transparency with all of this, make sure to hit the thumbs up before you leave. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. That way you're notified whenever I post a new video. Questions or comments, leave them down in the comments below. If you have any video ideas, if you're really intrigued about Whatnot and you just have some ideas for content that you want me to talk about or show, put it down in the comments below. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I will see you with my next video. Bye-bye. So just wanted to share. We just did our next mystery box show. In 3 hours, we did $467. So we went from 0 money sold online to $467 sold online in only 3 short hours. That's why I'm loving this. You go from having 0 money to almost $500 in just a few hours.